This morning, Democrats outraged after 4 new gun control laws were not approved by the U.S. Senate overnight.
But rather than be angry at Republicans, shouldn't Democrats be focusing on the terrorists? Here to react is Dana Loesch, radio talk show host and author of that book right there. It's called Flyover Nation. You can't run a country that you've never been to. Good to see you, Dana.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me here.
Dana,
I love your weather.
Yeah, that's my idea. Dana, are you surprised these measures haven't passed, even though Senator Susan Collins has got something today?
No, I'm not surprised they didn't at all. I mean, first off, they don't even have enough Democrats in the Senate to get these measures passed in the first place. Secondly, they're completely redundant to what we already have on the books. Look, if you're on the terror watch list and you go to purchase a firearm, you are going to be flagged regardless. The problem is that these measures would not have stopped any of the past massacres that we've seen. Omar Mateen, he was on a terror watch list. They took him off reportedly from the Daily Caller because of political correctness. So we already have all of these legal options in place. Look, I know it's probably been covered before, but there are so many people that are on these watch lists erroneously. My stepdad, the guy whose only crime is to wear his socks up to his knees while he mows the lawn, was on the terror watch list. When we flew for vacation last week, he was detained and interrogated for 2 hours.
And
so
see,
these
that's
are the
what
people you're infringing upon.
And that's what the Republicans were saying in the Senate is, everybody needs due process because you don't want, the guy you're talking about to be denied the right to have a gun by an accident.
Exactly. And all you have to do is open up a federal investigation that immediately will flag if they try to purchase a firearm, bring charges. When someone's indicted, when you indict someone with federal charges, they are rendered a temporary prohibited possessor. They can't go and purchase anything if they wanted to. They have all of these options before them, but they don't want to take those measures.
So Hillary Clinton said out with a hashtag, as is Elizabeth Warren. For Hillary Clinton, it's hashtag prayers aren't enough. For Elizabeth Warren, disarm hate. What's your reaction to that?
If we're going to disarm hate, can we start with ISIS? Can we start with the terrorists that we allowed to come here for San Bernardino? Can we start with the Tsarnaevs who were on the government dole while they were on a watch list? I mean, maybe, to the point for even why I'm here, that's one of the reasons that I wrote this book, because we have all of these people in Flyover. They understand these laws. They live these laws. You have people like CBS, the producers that violate federal gun laws when they go and try to lecture to law-abiding Americans. You have Stephanie Sochtig, who did the documentary Under the Gun. Again, she violated federal gun laws while trying to lecture to law-abiding Americans. The problem is they're not following what we already have, and I guess they think that we're too stupid to know what the laws are, but we know.
Why are they making it about guns and not about the terrorists? Why aren't they calling it what it is?
Because then they would indict themselves.
Sure.
One of the reasons that we are dealing with this situation here in our malls, in our clubs, and movie theaters everywhere else is because we have an administration that has failed to contain this problem abroad. And as a result, it's now flourishing here. And we're going to see more of this, unfortunately. We have an administration, and you all know this. Brian, I've listened to you. I've listened to both of you cover this. We have an administration that won't even use the word Sharia or jihad in their paperwork at DHS. That's a problem.
Where is Flyover Nation?
Flyover Nation is the point between New York and LA, that place that everybody usually sees 30,000 feet
Kansas.
before their window. Yeah, there you go.
What do they know that we don't?
What does Flyover know?
What do the people in Flyover Nation know?
Flyover Nation know how to be self-sustaining. They know how to be truly independent. They know how to take care of their fellow man without expecting something in return. They know how to follow and honor the laws, and they know what it means to serve. A disproportionate amount of men and women come from Flyover Nation to serve in our country's military. They know how to sacrifice and to serve. That's what Flyover Nation knows.
Well, it's a brand new book out this week.
Yes,
Dana,
out today.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Congratulations, Dana.
And I don't know if I've given you a copy, but here you are.
There you go, my own.
Ice cream and a book all in one day.
I know it.
She needs $22. Nothing's for free, okay? All right, hey, thanks, Dana.